Welcome back, folks. I'm still turning to the Malibu. It's just been cold here in Texas, and I don't really work on anything while it's cold outside. I finally told my wife I'm gonna get back to it because I've been a little lazy. I bought me a pickup truck. I'm also gonna turbo that, so I might not turbo this motor. On farther inspection, I took off the valve cover and then the timing chain cover. It's actually on there like this. I have the motor sideways, but you loosen all those bolts up and it come off. Oil pan, it has two long bolts on the back, and then all the ones around on the side, it comes off. So the head looks pretty good. I did have more what do you call them, flakes, glitter. I'm sure it's the rod. I have a rod knock now that I think about it, but it only happens sometimes. It wasn't constant, like a clack, 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 clack. It was like random after the car warmed up, I guess, when the oil got thinner or thicker. Well, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm about to take this oil pump off to make sure it's not the rod knock, or it is a rod knock, or whatever. Depends on what I do with this engine. I might just go ahead and go to the junkyard and grab another one and use all my good components on here, but depends on the condition of this engine. I got off the timing components. I'm working on taking the oil pump off now. Once I do that, I'm gonna take off the oil pump and check out the rods. I never did timing on these motors, but if I'm not mistaken, they do have timing marks where everything lines up on here. I'm sorry, let me angle the camera. This lines up the oil pump to the crankshaft and then to your intake and exhaust and whatnot. Man, my camera's kind of blurry. Let me see if I can fix that. That didn't really help, but I think I can get it back in time. Once I put it back together, I'll figure all that out. Right now I'm just tearing it apart still. So I would make a video of me doing it, but my son, he's actually in the house doing other things, and I don't know where my tripod is right now. But basically, you take off the tensioner that goes right here, which is that piece right there is 210 millimeters. I left that tensioner on. I think it's bad. I'm not sure if it's collapsed or whatnot, but it didn't give me no tension taking it off of there. So the two valve chain guides, they came off with no problem. So I'm like, that's kind of odd. So maybe it is my oil pump bad. I won't know. I'm gonna open that up as well if I think I can't. Well, I should be able to. Let me see. There might be some metal in there. I'm not sure, but yeah. I'm gonna cut this video short, and then I'm gonna make a whole video about it and a post about it in the group, so everyone can see my progress of this engine. Thank you. Okay, so I got the oil pump off. It's what is that? 4, 8, 15 millimeter sockets or bolt heads, whatever you want to call them. I can't check 1. I'm not gonna check 4, but I checked 2 and 3. That's 3. This is 2. So as I suspected, but somehow it wasn't making high-pitched noise. Look at my oil pump. So that's where all the shavings are. It's going inside there, but I think that screen caught most of it. I'm still going to take it apart to see what's going on. So maybe I might just go to the junkyard and snag a crank if possible, and if not, then I'll just say screw it and buy another motor. Let me see. That's got some left and right movement, but I think that's fine, just as long as it's not no in and out, up and down. Like, see, I think that's pretty bad. So let's say I just replace the engine, because let's go back to number 3 and 4, or I'm sorry, 2 and 3. It's got some big beefy rods on it. I think it could take some boost. See, that's tight. No left and right movement. Up and down, no left and right movement. So I think that's what my issue is. So probably gonna just grab another one from the junkyard. That'll probably be my easiest fix. But this was a good experience taking this motor apart. Unless I could find a crank and swap it in. But why go through all that when I can just buy a motor and say screw it, it's already done with. Those are some beefy rods, man, compared to K-Series Honda motors. That's a big beefy rod. Let me try to put my flashlight on so you can see that. That's a big thick boy. That's like a LS rod in there, dang there. Gen 3, Gen 4 rods, I mean. Maybe I might go as far as taking this engine all the way apart. But that rod's a beefy rod. I think it could take some boost. So Yep, sucks to see this motor go bye-bye, but at the end of the day, I think it'll be worth it. So, well, yeah, we might just boost it if we decide to keep this, keep the car itself. Well, I'm out for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe.